Bienvenidos, señoras y señoras, a HeyArcher Live aquí en Nerd Affiliated. I'm gonna butcher this. Es la jueves noche aquí en youtube.com/Nerd Affiliated. Bienvenido aquí. Yo soy HeyArcher y el ganador también está aquí. Salvatore in la casa. That's the best Spanish I got for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to get the cheers going on here when I was doing that. There you go. There you go. Sal's in the house today. It's 2023. We're getting wild tonight. We're putting some people through chairs tonight. That's what we're doing. Welcome everybody back to Nerd Affiliated, HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. Yeah, that was terrible. I'm sorry. But it is the new year. I had to do something different. I just came back from Mexico. I'm feeling fly. Got my mask on. Feeling like I'm ready to take on the world. Hopefully you are too. If you're new here on HeyArcher Live, we sit back, relax. We have a drink. We talk some nerd news. We talk about the things you want to talk about. So I'm hoping by now, I'm hoping by now, you poured yourself just a little bit of as we enjoy this evening. We have a lot on the docket today. As I mentioned, Sal is in the house. La Ganador, is that the winner? Is that winner in Spanish? I can't remember. It just came to my head as I was saying it, so I just said it. Anyway, Sal's in the house, so we're talking to him, see how he's doing. Lots of nerd news has come up. We're going to talk about movies coming down the pipe. We're going to talk about some celebrities that we hate. But without further ado, my brain took a dump on itself. I was just about to keep talking, and then I was like, wait, I think this is the end of the song. We have the return of the man, the myth, the legend himself, Salvatore in the house. There you go. How you doing today,
What's up, guys?
sir?
I am okay. Feeling better than I've been, but I'm getting there.
Love that. Love that. By the way, you're rocking a cool hoodie there. What's going on there?
Oh,
familiar.
Yeah. Hume by Design. I don't know if you heard of. Have you guys heard of Know Your Craft?
There you go.
I like that guy. Keep an eye on him.
I like that guy. Yes. Make sure you. Go ahead.
Well, my wife is probably not too happy with you being a fluent Spanish speaker.
I'm not. I'm far from fluent. Trust me. It kind of starts to roll at times as I do it, but yeah, not comfortable saying it in the slightest.
Well, the mask though, it's great.
Yeah, had to. We'll say hi to everybody in the chat, of course. Josh, good to see you, brother. That was terrible. I tried though. I tried with the Spanish. I can't be as good as those guys, those announcers on there.
There's something else.
Oh yeah, there's another
That's
site you can visit, nerdaffiliated.com. Get yourself some cool merch like that HeyArcher mug right there. Sal has one. Anthony has one.
I know that guy.
I know that guy. Good to see you, Perry. Look at that. Everybody's in the house. Good to see you. And Steve's in the house, too. Look at that.
Yeah.
He said, I just finished the Madoff series on Netflix, Bananas. Oh, Madoff. Is that Rupert Murdoch? Madoff?
Bernie Madoff.
Bernie Madoff. There you go. Did you see that? Is that good?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but It always reminds me of the Robin Williams joke that people are mad that a guy named Madoff paid off with their money.
Yeah.
Boo! Boo! I don't know if that's boo on me or boo on Robin Williams, but
yeah, I'm not sure.
It's kind of like
we
a dad
can't
joke.
boo. We can't boo Robin Williams, so we'll boo you instead. We'll just do that.
I'll take it.
So yeah, we have been away. We took a week vacation, so it was good to rest, relax, all that fun stuff. Sal, of course, had his own thing going on, so he'll touch on that. But as I mentioned at the top, we'll talk some nerdy news, things that's going on. We'll probably spend most of the episode talking about the upcoming movies and TV shows of this year. There's a lot on that list. We got the list from one of the most unreliable sources ever, IGN.com. But we'll go through that list, see what we're excited for, and then I'll just talk kind of state of the channel after that. But Sal, people have been asking about you. They've been looking for you. The floor is yours.
Well, I'm lucky to be alive for starters. And thank God for EMTs, man, and the great medical staff that's up here in Orange County. Yeah, I had a heart attack on the 13th at home, which is kind of crazy. And I got a long road of recovery ahead of me. I got another procedure coming up. But the best I can tell you guys is if you can, you don't feel right, get yourself to the doctor. What's a little blood work? And better you find out that you have something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
Better you find out you have something wrong with you and you can correct it than being afraid of the actual results.
Mm-hmm.
I know, sometimes that could be scary, but man, total freak thing. Just chilling at home and started getting chest pains and emergency stent later. And again, I got another surgery coming down the pipe, but I'm here and I'm lucky to be alive. And thank God,
No, we are happy that you're here. I think that's a very important message in general, because I think even as a guy, a lot of times we're just like, I don't need to go to a doctor. Like, screw going to the doctor. Like,
yeah,
that's for freaking bitches and shit. But
exactly.
It's important. It's important.
And another thing too, I know it's going to sound like a shitty plug, but I don't care. I'm being sincere. Check me out on the Discord if you want to talk about something. It has nothing to do with nerd stuff. Like, if you need to talk about life or you got something bothering you, I'm here. Talk to me. I'm scared too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got something going on and you need someone to hold your, need somebody's ear or advice, I'm here for you guys.
Yeah. No, and that's for the whole fam. So pick your poison as far as what social media you guys want to reach us at. But you got a whole bunch of channels. But Sal directly, Discord and Reddit. Those are his domains. That's where he plays. But
yeah,
everybody here is saying that they're good to see you. Good that you're still here, and I endorse all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Pat and Steve and Danny. Congratulations to Danny, by the way. Legacy.
Yeah. There you go. Just had a little baby. Any words of wisdom for the man? I think this is his first one.
Okay. There's nothing better than having a nerd girl. My daughter, she's recently got into Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic the Hedgehog. There's a new show on Netflix. It's okay, but she loves Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
For some reason, she loves Hot Wheels. I don't get that. I was never into Hot Wheels.
Yep.
But when you could sit down and watch A New Hope with them, it's a little special place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe someday we'll have to interview her, but what is it about Hot Wheels that, like, is there a cartoon now about it, or?
I don't know. Just Christmas rolled along and she's like, I want a Hot Wheels garage with a car wash. I'm like,
wow.
What?
Yeah.
So now she's got this big, like, 3-foot tall thing. It's got a dinosaur and eats the cars as they come through. And I was never into cars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's weird. That kind of endorses or solidifies a theory I had that Hot Wheels are coming into popularity, probably because they're on the cheaper end. And I'm wondering if there's some, like, YouTubers or, like, content creators out there that are, like, really pushing it, because the last 4 or 5 times I went to Walmart before Christmas, Hot Wheels section booming, and at multiple Walmarts, multiple ones. And it wasn't just older guys, because older guys love Hot Wheels too, like, because it's, that's their childhood. There were, like, college kids in the Hot Wheels section, like, talking Hot Wheels, and I was just like,
really?
What? I was like, maybe they're recording something, maybe this is, like, an anomaly. And then I would go to different Walmarts, and there were people there. At Target, Hot Wheels sections wiped, gone, like, empty. And I'm just like, what is happening?
That's so weird. I mean, I know even the generation before us, and like I think the generation like the boomers, even before them,
Hmm.
they were the diecast, they were the metal cars, and
Yeah.
that was the big thing.
Yeah.
And then as we were kids, they started switching everything over to plastic.
Right.
But I don't, I don't remember. I mean, maybe for a little while, like when we were early teenagers, they were a big thing. They were all over the news, like all over TV. But
I mean,
I barely see anything now.
well, even here, like Josh is talking about that their channels pushing their collections, doing races, major track setups and stuff. And I was about to say the only thing I remember being popular that I think Josh still collects is Hess truck. Like every year there's a new Hess truck that comes out. But aside from that, I didn't realize that Hot Wheels were popping off. I do, but it's weird. I also, actually, let me just grab real quick.
You go
I
ahead.
guess I am a Hot Wheels collector now.
But I remember I don't remember if it was Hot Wheels or Matchbox, but one of them they were pushing like Star Wars vehicles and stuff like that. They had the metal ones. They had like a metal TIE fighter and a metal Millennium Falcon. Uh, I don't remember which brand it was,
Mhm.
but I know they were pushing like fantasy vehicles at one point.
Mm. Well, we've been talking about the the running joke is that, well, hopefully it's a dream and a reality at some point. But we were talking about the nerd affiliated garage and like what our vehicles would be in the garage and blah blah. So like in hunting, actually, the force is strong in this one. Hunting Hot Wheels vehicles for General Kenobi. I kept looking at vehicles, not Hot Wheels vehicles, but like Star Wars vehicles. I kept looking at stuff and I was like, oh, this stuff's kind of cool. Like a lot of these are the vehicles from movies and stuff. And I just started grabbing stuff and I'm like, oh, I'll have my own like miniature nerd affiliated garage. So like
That's cool.
3 things that I have randomly. I picked up the Batman vehicle,
Nice.
but I think it's hard to see because it's so small. This one's like battle damage, so there's like paint. Yeah, it's hard to see. I'll have to like post a picture later. But there's like paint scratched off on the side and all of that. And what's cool is this is like, maybe $3? Like it's nothing.
But the tracks are expensive. The Cityscape track that we got was like $100.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I mean, it's like 3 feet. It's like 3 feet tall. It stores 100 cars, and it has the track with the dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
But 100's pretty steep. I mean, for an individual car, $3 is good.
Yep. The first one I got was just the day he died.
Nice.
Got the Batwing from the animated series.
Cool.
I regret not picking up the Batmobile when I've seen it before. So I'll, in passing, I'll probably try to grab one. Again, it's small scale, so it just fits wherever. And then, Sal dropped off. His phone must have died. Well, wait. But then I also picked up there he is.
Sorry, my alarm for my meds went off, and
I mean,
but I took them already.
I was gonna say, if you need to take a med break, please do that.
No, I'm good.
The most recent purchase, I have the what do you call it up there? I have the
Whoa!
Oh wow!
Late Night
Look at
Man.
that.
Yeah.
Mark is a true G. Look at this guy.
Thank you, Mark.
Mark, to save some money, you could just join our membership. Link down below, everybody, if you want to join the channel membership. It'll cost you less than $10. But we greatly appreciate it. It helps keep the channel going. We appreciate all of you who donate and join memberships and all that. As you saw, one of the perks, if you came early, in the intro, we have a thank you section. So Kenobi was there, Josh was there. So one of the perks of joining, you get put into the thank you section before every show.
Cool.
But God, what is this ships from Mandalorian? The ship that blew up. God.
Oh man.
I keep wanting to say Slave One, but it's not.
No.
Anyway, it'll come to us. Somebody who can help us in the chat. So I got that one first. Razor Crest, thank you.
Yes.
And then Millennium Falcon I just got, so I'm gonna put that up in the garage.
You know what I eventually want to do? Hopefully we can keep up with it this year. Every time we have a different guest, or maybe we can get some ideas from people in the chat. And I eventually want to make like a portrait, like pay somebody, give them a design, and have the nerd affiliated garage painted out.
Yes.
Maybe put it on a poster.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be dope. Nerd affiliated garage poster, and then let's say we get to the point where we have a studio. But for now, it'll be in one of our houses. And every time there's a new guest on the show, they say what vehicle they would want. And then we print out the vehicle, like cut it up and like stick it on that garage poster.
Yeah.
So everybody's dream vehicle could be in that garage.
I do like that.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks Mark again for the super chat. Did not have to do that. The actual Batmobile collection from Hot Wheels are like $10. Oh, so did I pay $10 for this? I didn't realize. Damn. But it's still cheaper.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You got some other things. I was looking at some other stuff over the weekend. $25, $35. So at least 10. 10's a little more reasonable.
Yeah. No, it's wild. It's wild how expensive these figures have gotten. And now, I mean, it's kind of screwing them up. Like I finally picked this up this week. The Boba Fett from the Black Series in the style of the Droids cartoon. General Kenobi picked this up a while back. This is like, I don't know, the 10th Boba Fett figure this year or last year. And it's normally like $27, but it was on clearance for $13. So I grabbed it.
I missed a great sale on the I was talking to Patty about, Know Your Craft is here.
Yeah.
I was talking to Patty about it on the Discord. I missed a really good sale on the Flame Toys Starscream model. And Amazon had it for $35. It went back up to $55 after the new year.
Yeah. Yeah. But
you can't sleep on those sales, man. You got to hop on some of that stuff.
Now you're in, dude. Now you got the bug.
So bad.
Yeah. It's one of those where, but again, now that he's here, shout out Know Your Craft. You obviously got a fan over there rocking the merch. Actually, I took the shirt of that same design in Mexico. I just remember that. Now that you're looking, now that you've gone on, you just memorized the price of what it was on sale, what it is normal. Now you're gonna always look, and the good thing about that is that you become familiar with what prices are, and you'll be like, all right, that's a hold. Like stock trading, that's a hold.
Yeah.
Up, buy, up, sell. That's what happens.
Yeah, those Flame Toys, I was looking at them. They usually go for like $55. So that's so bad. Oh, look what you did to me. You broke me. So now, yeah, I might do some modeling and stuff for the channel, build models and stuff. I got time now.
So these are, I'm going to pull it up now on Amazon because I'm not familiar. Let's see.
The Flame Toy Starscream is dope as hell. Let's see.
Oh, I could probably just type in Flame Toys.
Yeah. They got a Megatron that looks good too. The Megatron from it will almost look similar to the G1. Yeah, that bad boy, the first one.
So this is a model kit.
So dope. Yeah.
Nice.
That looks so dope. Jose did one of those.
I was about to say, you guys got to definitely partner with Jose on this. Interesting. What scale is this? 41 pieces. Package size. Oh, so 6-inch scale. Okay. Or 1/12 scale is more proper. All right, that's cool. That's cool. And $60 for a model, I feel like that's reasonable. Does it transform?
I got a key.
Though?
No, it doesn't. But it's fully opposable.
Nice.
I got a Keaton Batmobile in my cart for $26 also that I'm looking at.
Really?
Yeah. That's another model set. Let's see. It's that one on the right. Oh, went up to 61. Is that it? No, that's not it.
So this one is die cast.
I gotta see. I'll check it out. I'll send it to you later. I don't remember which one exactly it is, but it's the Michael Keaton Batmobile model set.
I think I've seen that one at Walmart because I remember seeing like that. They had the Mach 5. They had Kit, and I was like, oh, the box looks small to be the vehicle, and then I realized, oh, it's a model kit.
Even the Star Wars model kits, there's a Din Djarin model kit that looks awesome too. That's like officially licensed from Disney.
Yeah.
And it's with the full plate armor. It's all silver.
Yes. Oh, you know where I've seen that? Out of the Basement. If you guys get a chance, Out of the Basement, they're a Black Series channel, and whenever they do their figure comparisons, they compare, like, let's say it's Dinjarin, they'll have him like on the little turntable, and then him next to like other Black Series figures, and then him next to other brand of like the same character, and there's one that's a model kit. That's where I've seen that.
Nice.
Yeah, those are like bigger. I think they're like 7-inch figures or 8-inch or something like that.
Yeah, I might start doing that and start decorating the bar top.
Yeah, I mean the one that my toe dip, and you guys can let us know in the chat. My toe dip into all this was like the bigger collectible things, because I was like, oh, the backdrop of HeyArcher could be like the power sword eventually, the dragon dagger, that kind of stuff, the bigger things. Because of the small ones, you'll just start adding and adding, and then you lose yourself, and then you don't know who you are anymore, and then you cry in the shower.
This is my case of glass and toys.
Yeah. So we did also want to say, prayers up to Jeremy Renner, popular person in the nerd world. I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't like Hawkeye. Say what you will about TV show, people love Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. So big ups to him.
He wasn't bad in the Bourne movie either.
Yeah, that was actually a good movie. Wasn't he in Mission Impossible too? He was in Mission Impossible, like Ghost Protocol.
Yeah, was it the fourth one?
I think so. He reminds me of all the blonde guys. Maybe he was in the movie too, and I don't remember. In Enemy of the State, remember with Will Smith and Gene Hackman, Enemy of the State?
Yeah.
They were the guys, like the Fed guys that were going after Will Smith. They were all like these blonde hair, spiky haired actors. Like some of them were in Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down. It was a bunch of them, and they were all like getting popular at the same time. I like associate him with those guys, but I don't think he was in any of those movies.
No, I don't remember him being in those movies either.
Yeah. But yeah, big ups to Jeremy Renner. Hoping you pull through. We need some more Hawkeye shows coming out. T3 Collects in the house. Good to see you, brother.
Hey.
So, before we get into all of the exciting things coming out, I had to pull this up because actually I don't even think I told you this. I was going to talk about it, but I had to because, you almost got fired on this show multiple times, but the most recent, because there's a movie that you made me edit a review on that I actually started to believe you. And I was like, wow, like this actually might be a really good movie. And turns out it wasn't. So really quick, before what we're going to talk about here, but now the time has passed, have you changed your opinion on Black Adam, or are we What? I mean, next thing you know,
you can't fire me. You can't fire me. I quit.
Next thing you know, this dude's gonna be like the hottest show on TV right now. There's a little Titans action. This guy's freaking losing his mind over here. Has your opinion on Black Adam changed at all since the original review?
No, it's a good action movie. That's it. Like, all right, I see your complaints, and I understand.
Yeah.
He tried to do like the Scorpion King thing in the beginning, and
all
right. But there's still so much cool shit in that movie that you got to give it a chance.
All right. Disagree, but we all make mistakes. Yeah. So apparently The Rock was causing issues. I know, hard to believe. The Rock was causing issues over at Warner Brothers before the movie even came out. And I think my favorite part, this is from Cinema Blend, so you guys can read that if you want. I think the same articles on every site, they all kind of plagiarize each other at this point. Yeah. But there was a part here. Where was it? They do cover the fact that he was not trying to do Black. What do you call it? Shazam.
Oh, Shazam.
Yeah.
He
that.
wanted nothing to do with that movie,
It's
which
like-
is where he should have started.
I'm like what? How dare you, sir? Like, I am a big fan of Black Adam. I've wanted to do his character forever, and you literally don't want to be in a movie with the very character that you are the arch rival to.
You know what would have been great if he really wanted to be some kind of big market superhero
Mhm.
and something that's, I feel like there's some buzz for it. He would have been a really cool looking Savage Dragon. And
Yes.
he could have started his own IP
Yep.
with Savage Dragon
Yep.
and like that whole, was it? I think it's Image, that whole Image
Yep.
crew,
Oh, I would love
and
to
just ran with it.
Yeah.
Like, and you stay away from DC and all their shit politics. You stay away from Marvel, Disney, and all their stuff too. So you don't have to deal with the overhead because you can start it.
Yeah.
You know, there's protocol over at Marvel. There's protocol over at DC. They know what their, well, maybe not DC, but they know what their plan is.
Yeah.
And they know what they want, and
Yeah.
they know the type of product they're making.
Yep.
So don't bother, because if you want to take control, again, like what Kenobi said, you're dying on the wrong hill.
Yep.
You know, you're dying on that Black Adam hill.
Yeah.
But he's so beefy. He would have been such a good-looking Savage Dragon.
Yeah. I would even dare say I'd be fine with them even adding a muscle suit to him. Because he's already got the frame. It's only going to exaggerate the frame even more. Because Savage Dragon is just all arms, 0 leg day. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
I want that movie so bad. I think I made a video. I did make a video about, like, the top 5 things I want them to, like, reboot and redo. I'm pretty sure Savage Dragon's on that list. It's a super old video. I'd have to go back. But that's a good point. I mean, he could do it, but now he's so, I mean, to T3's point here, that dude's so selfish. I don't trust him with anything that he's going to, quote unquote, have control over. Like, 0.
But which is where Savage Dragon would have worked, because like all the overhead is gone.
Right.
All the overhead from DC, where you have to tie this character into certain things.
Yeah.
You pick the character, you run with it, and then you build the rest of it around you.
Yeah.
I think most of that universe is built around him anyway.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So there you go. Be the number 1. Be the Superman.
Yeah.
Be the Tony Stark. Be the Steve Rogers.
That's what you want. That's what you
Yeah.
want.
So start.
Hell, at this point, reboot Hellboy again if you want to. Nobody's going to stop you.
Yeah.
Although I do think they were trying to bring back Ron Perlman at one point, I think during COVID. I think that kind of fizzled out. Dude's like fucking 90 at this point. But
yeah, he's an old man. I don't think he was too old to do Hellboy when he did Hellboy.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of the article here, the internal drama reportedly didn't end there. The Dwayne Johnson Warner Brothers relationship was also strained by the former asking for a producing credit on DC League of Super Pets, in which Johnson not only played lead character Crypto the Superdog, but also voiced an animated version of Black Adam and his dog Anubis. Yet, did little to promote that movie. Didn't even realize he was in that movie. I think... Go ahead.
No, I haven't even seen it.
Yeah. I forgot. Now that I think about it, I think I remember seeing, like, his name there, but I don't remember him really promoting it.
No, he was all Black Adam.
Yeah. And then this part... furthermore, Johnson allegedly ruffled feathers when he insisted that the Black Adam New York premiere have a tequila bar featuring his Terramana brand, despite the fact that Black Adam is rated PG-13.
I mean, look at him forcing Cavill into the movie too.
Yeah.
You know, all the way he threw around when they knew they were on the precipice of having everything burned.
Yep.
And they still let him do it. Who knows? Maybe they let him do it to shut him up. Like, here, you want that? Sure.
Yeah.
Go away. Take a pacifier.
Which he was in.
Yeah.
Sorry. Actually, you know what? That more deserves...
Yeah, that's a boo.
Yeah, it's a boo. So Steve came out with, what do you guys think of Jason Momoa as Lobo, if that happens? And but T3 came out and said Jason Momoa is staying in DCU as Aquaman. Which side of the fence are you on this one?
It's like one of those. It's like the Robert Downey Jr. thing, where once you put him in, you look, it's like, wow, that guy's built to be Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Momo was built to be Lobo.
Yeah.
He's got the physique, he's got the energy about him. He's a big character, big personality.
Yeah.
I recently saw the movie on Netflix, the one where they hop in and out of dreams, and it kind of gave me some. His character gave me some like Lobo vibes, and I was like, yeah, that's. I can see where they would take this and run with it to go there.
Yeah. He's in a movie where they go in and out of dreams, like Inception.
It's a kids movie, but
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
it's about a little girl. A little girl loses her dad, and she tries to find. He dies, and she tries to find her dad through dreams,
Hmm.
and he's like her dream guide. It's very.
Oh yes, he
It's
has
got like
horns.
yeah, it has
Yeah.
like Narnia, like a very strong Narnia vibe to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Worth watching. You got 2 hours. It's entertaining enough.
Interesting. Um. The I was thinking if he leaves as Aquaman, who would I want to play Aquaman? I think it'd have to be another big brooding person. I mean, again, I'm freaking marking for I just had his name in my head. Jack Reacher dude.
Yeah,
Richmond.
yeah,
Rickman.
Alan Richmond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy could have all the money.
Yeah.
I mean, not to shamelessly plug my own video, but he would have been a great Booster Gold.
Yeah.
Go back and go out and check out my last one for 5 things I'd rather watch than Pennyworth.
Did we even talk about that
No.
before? We just coincidence. I think both chose that.
I think you and I were on the same page.
Yeah.
He's got the personality for it. He's perfect, and he's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
So like, even though like you could fill out the armor with him,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you and I just kind of like linked up on that one real fast.
That's hilarious. Great minds think alike.
Mhm.
Aquaman, The Flash, and Wonder Woman are the only three staying for the time being. I don't even know if that's true anymore. Like it's so wild over there right now. Like I don't even know.
They might just be finishing out the last movie title to the Flash and cut it.
Yeah, and calling it. Mulatto Vanguard. Good to see what streaming service are you using, bro. I am using Ecamm Live. So if anybody's interested, Ecamm Live is what I use to stream, and Restream is what I use to have this be on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. I didn't even know that he was calling for Lobo for a while now.
Yeah, he was on Smallville. I never got into Smallville.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I forgot he was Aquaman on that. I remember he was on it, and this is funny. Yeah, I forgot he was Aquaman on that. But now he's more jacked than he was then.
When did Arthur Curry become like super beefy? Like that was, I know in the '90s they did the whole thing with the beard and the
The
hook.
claw. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember him. Even after that, I don't remember him being like a real big like.
I mean, the
beefy
first
guy.
time I remember that shape was Justice League Unlimited. Justice League.
Yeah, he had big
every
shoulders.
guy. Yeah, every guy is that triangle shape.
But I kind of chalked that up to the animation style. I always thought Arthur Curry was a little bit leaner in the comics.
Well, you would assume he's supposed to be because he's a swimmer. So
Yeah.
you would assume that's the case. But I like when they have somebody like that be more beefy because unlike Superman, he has to like work for his strength. Like Superman's just naturally strong because of the sun, whereas
Yeah.
somebody like Arthur Curry has to like work on that. Batman has to Batman should always be big because he's got to
Yeah.
work for that strength.
I'm okay with a leaner Superman.
Yeah.
Like even like Christopher Reeves wasn't like tremendous. He's just a big guy in general. He's like
Right.
6'3", 6'4".
6'3". Yep.
But he wasn't super beefy, but he looked strong, and he was like lean muscle. So I'm fine with Superman looking like that. I think he should be leaner.
There was
So
somebody I saw that matches kind of what you're saying. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of him right now as I'm. What was his name?
We could, Danny, we could thank Rob Layfield for that. That will all the muscles and all the pouches and the '90s were weird.
Yeah,
Hey, Aaron's in the house.
Aaron Waller, hardest working man on YouTube. Here we go. All right, so I found his name. Let me get off this page. I don't want to spoil anything potentially. Um, so this guy, Adam DeMarco, was on White Lotus, and
I don't even know what that is.
it's a pretty damn good show on HBO. Like
Okay.
it's a how do I describe it? I almost don't even want to say what it is because I went into it blind and actually really liked it. But it's like a what's his face, Guy Ritchie style. There's like different storylines happening in a hotel. They all converge at one point.
Okay.
It's actually really good. There's 2 seasons so far, and this guy's in the 2nd season because they're all like different characters. And for some reason, I was looking at him on the show, and I was like, I feel like he could play a young Clark Kent, like a young Superman, because he's tall. At one point, he's on the beach, and he does have like some muscle to him. And I was like, I think I'd be fine with him playing like a young Superman.
I'm okay with that picture with the what is it, a bag across his shoulders or
Yeah.
something with the sunglasses on the right. You fill him out a little bit. Yeah, I'm okay with him being a young Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Got to get a little bit bigger, but
Right.
he's got a good look to him.
And then I was not a big Crow fan, so I probably am not the best person to answer if I'm good with a Crow reboot. But
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I think that first movie said what it had to say, and they shouldn't even have made the second one.
yeah, remember when Justin Hartley did the Aquaman pilot for CW? I don't fully
Wasn't
remember
just he wasn't Justin Hartley. Uh, wasn't he somebody else in Smallville?
that. Let's see.
Thought he played somebody else on Smallville. I mean, again, don't use me as a reference for Smallville at all. I wasn't into it.
Oh yeah, wow, I forgot about this. I forgot all about this.
Oh, I didn't even
I-
know it existed.
I'm impressed that Legacy of Nerd even knew this guy's name. I did not understand why people love Smallville so much. It blew my mind. I was like, this show's so bad, but people love it. Absolutely love it. I can't believe we're already at 9:00. This
Yeah.
is wild.
We did everything except what we wanted to talk about.
Everything except what was on the list. But that's fine. That's fine.
That's a good show.
We can we'll breeze through 2 things. One, what is everybody's thoughts on the Keaton suit for Flashpoint, which somehow is still coming out? Still not sure how that's a thing, but
I told you, man. He who cannot be canceled.
cannot.
I blows my mind. You can kidnap people. You can commit burglary, and you know,
Literally
Big-
choke a woman on screen.
yeah, and then go on the run from the cops. And they're
Yeah.
not even talking about like this movie should be stuffed in a dumpster somewhere.
Yeah.
But he cannot be canceled.
No.
That's it.
It's crazy.
The costume looks dope. I actually like the costume.
Yeah.
I like that they're going with the '89 look and they're keeping it, big bright yellow bat. I'm okay with all that.
I wonder though, like what period of time they're trying to go for with it. Like, is it, like 20 years after where he's, are they going for Batman Beyond episode 1 where he's like just on the cusp of like, I need to retire, or is it earlier?
I would have liked it to be later and make the chest bulkier where it looks like a plate of armor.
Mm.
Only because he would be getting older and slower and need the protection.
Mm.
I think that would give it a more realistic vibe to it, but it looks almost like the '89 costume to a T.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with that.
Yeah. I'm down with it. And even the cowl, I don't know, I like it. I for a second I was really digging the Batfleck short one, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm good with the old school here. I'm not a fan of the bat suit needs more rubber, which is interesting because Steve loves him some '89 Batman.
Yeah. '89 Batman's probably my favorite. It's somewhere
Yes.
between that and Batman Begins. And actually, '89 is the one I put on the most. I don't watch a lot of movies over, But like A New Hope in '89, I put them both on a couple times a year.
Yeah. Can we? By the way, oh, definitely wrong button.
That's not the right button for that.
One late night man, Senor Mark, joining the membership. He's a nerd ensign. Welcome,
soldier.
Welcome, brother. Long overdue. Long overdue. I gotta have him on the show too. Mark, hit my DMs. Let me know when you want to come on. Can we settle this debate? I mean, I feel like the answer is obvious, but apparently that's up for debate. 89 or Returns? Which is the better Batman movie?
89.
That's
I
what
think
I
89.
thought. I thought it was like not even a debate at all.
By a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a conversation to be had.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Returns is a great movie. Like, it's amazing. But it doesn't touch 89.
There's like little nuances to 89 that I love.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe in the chat could help me out with this. I always thought, so they have the Joker kill his parents, right? And they have Jack kill his parents, and that's fine.
Right.
I'm okay with that being changed. But I love the touch of that he's damaged from the acid pit.
Yeah.
So when he wipes the makeup, he's wiping the flesh makeup off.
Yes.
So instead of it's like white paint on the rag.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That
as he's
confused me as a
wiping it,
kid.
it confused me as a kid, but as an adult, I love it.
Yes.
I think that's such a great touch, where he's actually bleached and broken, and it's the face paint he's putting on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was such a good touch.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, God, it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie.
You must be sweating like crazy in that mask, by the way.
You know, oddly enough, it just feels very right. About to go fight some crime right now. Heading to Gotham City, pile drive, Stone Cold Stun, all these mofos. No, I'm not sweating at all.
Right.
Surprisingly enough, I don't know how. So last thing, one of the things that we were going to talk about was all the movies coming out this upcoming year. Even here on this list is quite a lot in the first quarter. We could even say of the year.
In between now and like May is super heavy.
Yeah.
Then it kind of trickles off.
So picking one off the list, do you have a? We'll go each page of this. Sorry. Anything on this list coming out to you that you're like, oh, I got to see that?
So I'm behind because of my health issues, but I finally got around to watching the Quantum Mania trailer and the Guardians 3 trailer, and I am hyped as hell. I'm very excited for both of them. And I just saw the Cocaine Bear trailer, which should be called Cocaine Grizzly. I think that's a better title, but that's just my opinion. That looks awesome. I don't know if I'd pay to see it. But
is there anything on
good.
this first list that you'd actually pay to go watch? I'm talking theater paying.
Theater wise.
Yeah.
Maybe Creed, Shazam. Dungeons and Dragons I'm still on the fence about. Super Mario I might go. Super Mario might be the first movie I take my daughter to.
I was about to ask, is that a kid one?
Yeah, she's 4. I haven't taken her to the theater yet because I don't know if she could sit through it.
Yeah.
But Super Mario might be my first shot.
Yeah. It's funny. I was 5. I think my first theater experience was Little Mermaid, which I think I was like 3 or 4. But my first memorable, I remember the feeling going into the theater, waiting in line, all of that. Turtles 1990. That was my
nice
first time remembering being in the theater. Yeah, I was surprised. I need to watch that trailer, do a reaction on it. History of the World Part 2.
I'm not even remotely interested. Like,
really?
I love the first one, but what is it, like 40 years later? They should have leave it alone. It's greatness.
Yeah. Well, especially because there's no way they're gonna get away with a lot of the humor.
Yeah.
Unless they can. If they somehow do it and goes F it, I'm just gonna go for it. Might as well, but I doubt it. Um,
I know it's
on
not nerve
this,
related.
uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I know it's not nerve related, but Oppenheimer looks really good too.
Yeah,
That trailer looks pretty dope.
yeah. Um, on this list, the only thing, again, I've not seen the trailer for I was gonna say Cocaine Cowboy. I've not seen the trailer for Cocaine Bear. Um,
Do a reaction to it,
I will.
please.
Yeah,
I made the mistake of not doing a reaction to it, and I would have been throwing things and just like
yeah,
having a great time watching that. That would have been fun.
yeah. I think the only thing here that would pull me into the theater is maybe that movie. Everything else, like Quantum Mania, I'm fine waiting.
Yeah.
Shazam, I'm fine waiting. Uh,
I like the first one a lot, and I saw it at home, and I think I
Shazam,
would have preferred it in, yeah, I think I would have preferred it in theaters.
yeah.
So
Let's see.
that's the only reason why I might give that a shot.
All right, now we're hitting
I know.
spring summer.
I mean, look at that's you got it front and center. If that doesn't get you back to theaters, I don't know what will.
Mission Impossible.
No, I'm talking about Spider-Verse.
I mean, it's even three
No?
days. It's even 3 days before. Here's the thing, right? The very controversial opinion. I didn't like Spider Verse that much. I thought it was okay.
Can I
Eh,
fire you? Does
You
that work
might,
that way?
yeah,
In
yeah,
the
yeah,
chat, can I have some backing over here?
yeah.
Can you fire the boss? How does that work?
First of all, I still need my check from Marvel because they blatantly copied my life. But two, it was just so hard to see. Like the graphics, the 3D, the fight at the end with Kingpin. I was just like, am I having a seizure right now? Like, what is happening? Like, I
Yeah,
just I
that was a
love the
lot.
story. I thought the story was great, and the characters were great. The acting was great, but visually, I was like, I, I say this with every fight scene, and I think that's why I like the Raid so much, and that's why I like Daredevil Netflix so much. I just want to see, like, just give me point the camera, show me the fist hitting the face, the kicks hitting the body, show it to me, like all the flashing and things are flying, and I can't see. I'm like, ah.
So there's two movies that had a problem with their final fight, and they both had the same problem.
Mm,
Uh, Black Panther, the first one,
yep.
and Venom, the first one.
Mm,
So they and it's almost the same sequence. They're
yep.
both characters, the antagonist and the protagonist, are both all in black.
Yep.
They're falling from very high
Yep.
into the dark,
Pure
and I
CGI.
can't. Yeah, pure. It's all CGI,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't see a single thing. You can't
Mm-hmm.
make out who's hitting who. All you see is just shadows tumbling,
Yeah.
and it's like the end of both movies copied each other.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting there watching it, and I no, I definitely saw Venom in theaters. I don't remember if I saw Black Panther, but I
Mm,
remember thinking, is it me? Like I can't make out any of this.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that. I want to see it. I want the fist to hit the face.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, this one, the fact that it's gonna have all these Spider-Men and Spider-Women and pigs, like it's gonna be great. Like I know it's gonna be great. I know the story's gonna be good. Oscar Isaac's gonna kill it in it. I know, but I am not excited for it. It is just I need to get myself checked out. I
Yeah,
admit that.
I don't know, man. You should like the first one was good. It was really really good. It's probably man, it's probably the best Spider-Man movie, if not
People say
second.
that. People say that. I'm not gonna say I disagree with it either. Like I'm not gonna say I disagree with it. I just think it might be too overrated for my taste. But on this list, I mean, Tom Cruise, man, Old Faithful.
Yeah, I can't believe he's on there.
Yeah,
I can't believe he's doing it again.
I love that trailer. I love that trailer so much. Um, and then
Fast
summer
10?
into
No,
fall.
not in
Uh,
the Fast 10.
no. I mean, the lady and I will watch it, but I mean, I'm not paying to watch that. Ain't happening. um, summer into fall. I think the
Yeah,
most intriguing here to me is going to be TMNT because we have no idea what it looks like.
they have nothing. I was actually the list I showed you from Reddit, which this is more comprehensive than what I showed you, but the list I saw from Reddit made me go back and I started looking up things, doing some research for this video,
Yeah.
and there's nothing. It's just Seth Rogen is attached to it, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And
They have
McFarlane's
nothing
gonna make
else.
the toys. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that's gonna be our first view. I mean, lately that's what spoils movies for us, like on what characters gonna look like, is the merchandise. That's gonna be the first one.
but
Um,
then what else? I mean, I like that they're giving Laird and Eastman credit on
yes.
the IMDb page. They have credit as writers.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just for creation of the characters, like the Bill Finger, Bob Kane kind of thing, or if they're actually involved somehow.
Yeah. Um, the Marvels. That's not gonna be the one that gets you in theaters on this list.
Oh man.
Which one is it on this list?
Blue Beetle looks cool, but my problem with Blue Beetle is now where does it sit? That's another movie sent out to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't like. Yeah, am I going to see Aquaman? Sure. Am I going to see Wonder Woman? Sure. Does any of it matter? Why? Like, why should I even bother?
Yeah.
So it
I
makes me
surprisingly
worry
feel
about Blue
that
Beetle.
way. I feel that way about Marvel though, because I'm like, where are you going? This whole phase was a mess. Like, where are we going? I'm like, is it all for nothing?
But I feel like this stuff. I mean, if you guys have to pause, I know both trailers are over a month old. Um, but I feel like the stuff with the High Evolutionary and Adam Warlock and uh, and Kang, like now they're finally pushing forward with that kind of stuff, and that's
Right.
super interesting to me. Um, that's what's going to get me in theaters. I like those villains.
But what like the multiverse thing is so messy. Like
That's
they
the point.
literally had four. Well, no. Well, yes. All right. So to me, I get it, but they literally had like four different series slash movies explain how the multiverse works different ways, but also achieve multiverse different ways,
Yeah,
and they all like created the multiverse. So I'm like, which is it? What route are we taking here?
it definitely wasn't super consistent between Spider-Man, Strange. Was it Spider-Man, Strange, Loki,
And
um,
WandaVision.
and WandaVision? Yeah, it wasn't particularly too consistent.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I just like the idea of it. I like the possi. It sucks because I feel like the execution is not gonna meet my hype.
Yeah.
I know what we could get. I've read all the comics. I've read all that multiverse stuff and the Elseworlds and the what ifs,
Mm-hmm.
and I know what's capable,
Mm-hmm.
but do they execute?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what keeps me in.
Steve, I don't think you need to see Eternals. I will say the ending of the movie, they're gonna finally come back to that all these all these years later. Um, it's not a terrible movie. Like, oddly enough, I'd say it's one of the better Marvel movies in that phase. Oh no, wait, did that end? Was that the beginning of Phase 4?
Uh, what
Because
came first?
Endgame,
Was it
Was
that or
Phase 3.
Shang-Chi? I think Shang-Chi came first.
Oh, but they kept delaying it because they wanted it to be in theater.
Yeah.
Um, it's not a terrible movie. It's just not great. And what I liked about it is I forgot it was a Marvel property as it went on. But the ending of it, they're going to come back to that at some point, apparently. So maybe worth a watch. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but that to me, it didn't introduce us to something consistently that was going to be like the next thing. I also don't think Marvel's patient enough to do a 10-year build to something else. They're just going to go right for it.
If they would have cleaned it up, if they
Yeah.
would have kept Phase 4 to WandaVision, Loki, Strange, and Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and kind of like tighten it up, and now you keep all the multiverse stuff on track together.
Yeah.
Everything else just to get characters in, like Eternals and Shang-Chi. I know Black Widow was Phase 3, but to a lesser extent, Black Widow. They should have just kept on track with the multiverse stuff, and it would have been neater.
Yeah.
Because even the stuff with the blip, with everybody coming back with Falcon and Winter Soldier, Hawkeye 2, like I know we like the ground level stuff, but you're setting a theme for the phase,
Hmm.
and that stuff could have had a different place where we would have appreciated it more.
Yeah. Um, so my answer on this list for what I will go to theaters to see. First of all, I forgot Expendables was coming out, so
Couldn't care.
I'm all in, dude. I'm freaking Expendables is my guilty pleasure. Craven the Hunter is here, but I can wait.
Yeah, me
Dune
too.
Part Two.
I
I
haven't seen the first one. Bad nerd. Bad nerd.
I liked the first one. I was shocked that I liked it. Because I've seen the original and I've seen the series that was on Sci-Fi Channel when I was younger, and I was like, why? This is gonna be the same story. There's nothing new for me here, and sure enough, it was really good. And I think that's one that I like visually will appreciate it on screen. Like that's where I'm like, all right, I need to go experience Dune.
That's actually what kept me away from Dune.
Mm,
I've seen the original, and it same like the same thing you're saying. Like,
yeah.
what more could
What
they
more can you
say?
see? Yeah.
But in hindsight, even though I haven't seen it, um, visually, I would have liked to have seen that on a movie screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I still want to get around to watching it,
You should.
but actually, I saw The King with Timothy Chalamet.
Mm,
Chalamet, that's how you say it,
sure.
and he was excellent in The King.
Mm,
So it makes me want to go and see other things he's done.
yeah.
But I think I should have, just for the visual quality, I should have seen that on a big screen instead of a television.
Yeah. All right. We've reached the final section of 2023. Um, there's things here I didn't even know were happening. I didn't know
Yeah.
we were getting a Color Purple remake, I guess. Another Hunger Games.
But Color
Um,
Purple's like, isn't that like 10 years old? Like 10 years old? Maybe 15?
no, the Color Purple, isn't that with Oprah? Wasn't that
Yeah,
like in the
that
90s?
was it? I thought it was younger
Yeah.
than that.
No, that was back when Oprah was like still trying to become Oprah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was more recent.
um, so is your pick Spy Kids Armageddon? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me more Shark Boy.
Yeah.
Um, no. I mean, like I want to be really into Aquaman. It's just like
Why?
super hard because I want to be into it because I want it to work.
Yeah.
I know I,
Oh no,
this
but I'm saying it's like why? Like it's like at that point, like why? You know?
yeah, exactly the same point I made before, where if none of this matters,
Yeah.
like they're gonna, I know Warner Brothers is hurting financially. They're gonna hurt even more now because you're gonna have a hard time filling seats for movies people don't care about.
Yeah.
We're
And
the ones that stay until the end credits.
yeah.
You know, the casuals leave.
Yeah.
Even well, actually, that's a lie because the last couple movies I've seen with end credits, the theaters are packed with people still watching.
Mm,
Like you see like pockets of people leave, but a lot stay to watch the end credits. So people are invested. There's no investment.
no. And that's the thing. Like I every day I'm listening to Yahoo Finance and I'm listening to these theater CEOs and CFOs talk about theaters are back, like this is a thing, blah blah. And I'm like, they're not unless it's a nostalgia pull, like
Yeah.
Kenobi just said here, a nostalgia cash grab. People aren't going. Like it's got to be
No.
nostalgia or like the largest Marvel whatever. It's crazy.
But then to Josh's point on here, you got other big budget stuff coming up on television. You got like The
Yes.
Last of Us,
Yeah.
which I'm not into the games, but I'm super interested in the TV show right now.
Yes, for sure.
I've never played those games before, but I
Is
know the I
Pedro
mean I
gonna
know the
do any?
premise.
Is Pedro gonna do anything else now outside of like old man with like young kid? Like, is that just his thing
Yeah,
now?
right. He was
um,
great in Game of Thrones. He only
yeah,
had one season, but he was great in Game of Thrones.
yeah. So on this list, is there an answer?
Why are they even making another Hunger Games? I don't get that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is that Havoc like the character Havoc? I
oh, I
assume
have
it's
no idea.
unrelated.
This is a lot of the stuff on here I haven't even heard of besides Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And Ghostbusters is still, they're still working on a title. It's a direct sequel to the Paul Rudd movie. But again, I didn't see the latest one. That's Anthony's job.
Yeah. Nothing on it. Nothing on this list is getting me.
No.
Pass. Hard pass.
Yeah, that fall season's gonna be kind of rough in theaters. It usually is though. I mean, Christmas is usually like the big one where people try to come out, but
Yeah.
nah, there's nothing on that last quarter I care about.
So last, and again, thank you everybody for going into OT with us on this episode. The last I wanted to do was just do like a little state of the channel type thing. Nothing crazy. I was gonna make a whole separate video about this, but I've been watching a lot of videos of toy hunters and other YouTube creators talking about the burnout, like the burnout being real. It is very real. Like if any of you watching happen to not be content creators, which is only maybe a few of you here, the burnout can be real because you're always, what's the next idea, the next video, the next edit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What I want to do is really get on reviews this year. Like this year, between the three of us, once Sal is able to get back to it, us doing like a lot of reviews, a lot of podcast discussions, a lot of shorts off those podcasts, just talking the content. But I want to do a lot more talking head videos. Like that's really kind of the title of it. The downside to that, the toy hunting is probably going to like completely stop. It's probably going to have to, which sucks. But I might just be an Amazon purchaser.
Yeah, right when I get into it. Thanks, guy.
Yeah. It's just hard. Like even on Wednesday, I was like, all right, I'm just going to go to buy local Walmart and Targets. There's two of each, like within, 10-mile radius, like probably each direction. And 2 hours, 2.5 hours gone on a day off, and you got other stuff to do. It's hard.
Yeah, on my end, it would just be like casual hunting. If I run into it,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, that's dope. Or Amazon's having a sale. It's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But
So probably go that route. But we want to make more content here on Nerd Affiliated, really like focus in on it. Especially, thanks to all of you, now we're monetized. Like I feel like that gave us all a little extra steroid shot in the leg. So
couldn't do it without you guys.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. So we're going to be definitely making more content. More I don't know what the schedule is going to be yet. Because again, Sal, he's going to get better. He'll come back to it. Anthony just passed his test, so he's going to get back into it. I need to figure all this stuff out, but then also a wedding's coming up at the end of the year. So it's like trying to figure it all out, but there will be a higher frequency of videos on the channel. I'll figure out some sort of cadence for that. But
It's hard to do it with trail reactions and stuff too, because you don't know what's coming out. There's a couple trail reactions I've done for the channel, and it's like, oh, hey, did you hear this just dropped?
Right.
And it dropped an hour before. Oh, like into my personal life, but my daughter's in school and I got a quiet house.
Yeah.
I'm running upstairs to the belfry, and I'm banging this video out real quick.
Yeah.
Because the trailer dropped at 9 and it's 10:30.
Yeah.
So
That's
a lot of that stuff you don't know. You don't know when you get it.
Happens. Yeah, that's unless it's like a big network or a big YouTuber. The rest of us, we find out when you find out, and then it's like, shit. Can I get to my computer? Do I have time? Can I get to my phone? Do I have time to record? That's how that works.
I'm in the supermarket. I'm in the middle of doing grocery shopping, and I gotta get back home. Hope the house is quiet enough.
Yeah.
And then hope I have time in between that and the next thing I got to do.
Yeah. But
so we'll make it work.
That's the little behind the curtain for all of you. But that being said, that's our mission this year: more videos, more content, more frequency of content. I'm thinking about doing a second live, like kind of a who was it talking about this? Somebody else also talked about this the other day, and I was kind of like I wonder if there's something in the Matrix where we're all thinking about this, but like almost like a Monday morning. Well, I used to do Nerdy Coffee. I don't know if any of you remember. I did Nerdy Coffee back when it was like middle to end of 2020, where I was going back to working in person, and I didn't have time to like do a review of like any of the Marvel shows and then like edit it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do morning coffee where I watch the show and then do a live review afterwards. I kind of want to bring
do
back.
It like,
what?
Oh, we could do a morning coffee thing, and we can do it like a stock market show. Like
Exactly.
after everything closed, it's Monday morning, everything's opening back up.
Exactly.
Let's see what we look like in the after the end of the weekend.
Yeah. So that's exactly where my thought process was. Great minds. Great minds. So yeah, I'm thinking a Monday morning, like half an hour max of like what happened this weekend in the nerd world. Did we watch any movies this weekend that were released on Friday? That kind of stuff. That's just like an overview, and then go into more detail in like either a recorded video or HeyArcher Live on Thursday. So
My with everything going on, my schedule kind of opened up.
Mhm.
So I'm I'm the Ed McMahon to your Johnny Carson. Whatever you need, I'm here. Johnny.
Yeah. No cigars for you though.
Yeah, those days are over.
Yeah. It's true. The videos with the least amount of effort do well. It's crazy how that works. But thank you all for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the like. If you've not done so, hit thumbs up down below. Hit subscribe if you've not done so. Follow if you're on Twitch. All that fun stuff. Because here every Thursday at 8:15ish p.m. we do this. We hang out, we relax, we wear some luchador masks, have a drink, and talk nerd shop. HeyArcher Live, that's here. That's Sal over there. He's here, nerd affiliated. You can find him. Tell him where you can find you one last time.
Nerd affiliated subreddit. Discord.
Yep.
We got a website. We got an Instagram. We got a bunch of stuff for your parents, for your grandma. We got a Facebook, so come check us out over there too.
We do have a Facebook for your grandparents. You can find us at all that stuff. We'll let you know what the final plan is for the morning coffee show, what that cadence looks like, all that stuff. But more reviews, more trailer reactions, more unboxings coming up. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to become a member of the foundation, hit the link down below. Join the membership. 99 cents a month. Why not? What else you got going on?
Well, now that we got more of you here, I'm just going to repeat it again. If you guys got anything going on, and it's not just for the channel, if you guys need someone to talk to, you guys need a ear, go to the Discord, talk to me. I'm going through a lot. You guys are probably going through a lot too. Let's be a nerd family. Let's do this.
There you go. Couldn't have said it better myself. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.
Carpe Noctem, everybody. Good night.
Specifically